seen it in no department. Speed, power, chance, heart, none.
Alright.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Want all the smoke like EJ. Fuck a troll, what he say. I bomb a nigga like Wilder, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like Ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like Kell Brook and Tim Tebow. Since the time the lesser been black and eyes like Debo. Like Debo? And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil spins, might meditate. Gon' watch me, you gon' steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8. 7-8. And I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I fuck around, I wear my crown. Fuck around, I wear my crown. Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again. Trill talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. This trill talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. Trill talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. There you go talking that boxing again. There you go talking that boxing again.
What's up? What's up with it, everybody? What's good? Y'all know what to do when you come in the building. First, punch on that like button and then hop in the comment section. Let me know y'all in the building. What's good with everybody? Sylvester 2011, what's happening with it? What's good with it? Mr. Shelton, the troll killer. Yeah, let's go. Get off in here. We're going to cook today. We're going to cook today. Yes, sir. What's up with everybody? Like I said, hop in the comment section. Let me know y'all in the building. Chris Mitchell, what's happening with it, fam? Ralph, what's happening with it? Yep. Was you here yesterday, Ralph? You wanted me to get on Charlo ass, and I got on Charlo ass real good for you. Well, let me clarify. Jamal Charlo. So yeah. You know me, Ralph. I'm gonna keep the same energy. I'm a Lions only. I'm Lions only all the way. But when you ain't moving right, you ain't moving right, and I gotta call it out. Brown on boxing. What's happening with it? Yeah, what's good with y'all? Me get this link to money. Mr. Shelton say he can't see the chat. Let me see. Hold on, man. Let me check something real quick. How come you ain't got no wrench? That might be why you can't. Is this the real Mr. Shelton? Because I could have sworn you got a wrench. All right. I thought Mr. Shelton had a wrench. I know dudes be making fake Mr. Shelton accounts all the time. Ralph said 154 Charlo doing big things. I've always said he's the better fighter. I mean, you can't help but saying that he's the better fighter, Ralph, because he's moving. He's moving like he's the better fighter. You see what I'm saying? Jamal Charlo ain't moving right. Money. What's good with it, Big Stepper?
What's going down, bro? What's going down?
What's happening with it? Did Mr. Shelton have a wrench on his chest? He had a wrench.
Mr. Shelton?
Yeah. Is that the real Mr. Shelton?
I don't know.
Because I thought he had a wrench, man.
We just gonna have to wait. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We ain't gonna get it today, Mr. Shelton, but we'll figure out the trouble.
We'll figure it out because I know he had a wrench on the channel. But yeah, Ralph, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He is the better Charlo because of how he moving. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting a better competition. He's willing to fight anybody. And yeah, he the better Charlo. He took that crown. Before I always would say that Jamal Charlo is the better Charlo, but Jamel Charlo took that over. Sheena, what's going on with you, Queen?
Shannon, what's going down, beautiful love? How you feeling?
Marcus Lloyd, what's happening with it? Cameron Buford, what's going on with you, man? I see you out there working, fam. I see you out there working. Yeah, a lot going on, man. A lot going on. I seen you had a video. Kwame East, what's happening with it? Everybody make sure that y'all go subscribe to Kwame East, that Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk on YouTube, and Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk in Sports, I think it is, on Facebook.
Kwame, what's going down, brother?
Yeah, I see you had put a video up, you know, talking about that Jamal Charlo had finally said, you know, that he would fight Dudu Andrade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he comes out after you put that video up, I believe, Money, and talking about he ain't gonna fight him. Talking about he don't have no interest in fighting Dudu Andrade or who else he said? He said he don't have no interest in fighting Dudu Andrade or David Benavidez. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like my man Ralph was saying, you know, because Ralph had came here when we was getting on who were we talking about? I forgot who we was talking about. I think it was on the other day, and he had came in here and he like, well, why y'all ain't putting no pressure on Charlo? I said, oh yeah, you remember? I said, oh, yeah, I'm gonna get to Charlo ass.
I think he's talking about Canelo. We was talking about Canelo. Was talking about Canelo?
We weren't talking about Canelo
or Andrade.
Yeah, I don't think we was talking about Andrade like that. Well, whoever we was talking about, and I had told him I was gonna put that pressure on Charlo. So, man, you know, Charlo ain't moving right, dog. Like you just not. I mean, I talked to you about his tone and his energy that he had when asked about Demetrius Andrade on the Brian Custer podcast. Me and you talked about that, you know, offline. And you know, then you know, you came and you did a video. A few other people did a video talking about that. He said that he would fight Demetrius Andrade now. Now he didn't backpedal again. Now he's backpedaled talking about nobody knows Demetrius Andrade. He's not going to fight him. He don't have no interest in fighting him or David Benavidez. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? What are you doing with your career? You fighting a Juan Montiel, right? You fighting Juan Montiel. Who knows him? You're talking about don't nobody know Demetrius Andrade. Talking about he don't have a big enough name. But let's go down your list of opponents that you fought at 160. Let me see. Hold on. Let's go down Jamal Charlo's resume at 160. So he moved up to 160 after he fought J-Rock in 2016. So in 2017 of July, he moved up to 160. It is now 2021. He's been in the weight class for 4 years. 4 years, and this is his opponent. Jorge Sebastian Highland. Who knows him? Nobody. Hugo Centeno Jr. Who knows him? I know who he is, but nobody. Is he a bigger name than Demetrius Andrade? No. He fought Kobarov. Is Kobarov a bigger name than Demetrius Andrade? Absolutely not. He then fought Brandon Adams. I like Brandon Adams a lot, man. I like Brandon Adams a lot. Brandon Adams is not a 160-pound fighter. And nobody knows Brandon Adams like that. If you know Brandon Adams, you know him from being on the Contender Series. But much respect for Brandon Adams. Solid fighter. I like Brandon Adams a lot, man. His character, his grit, and everything about him. But is he the fighter at 160 that Demetrius Andrade is? Absolutely not. Dennis Hogan. No. You know what I'm saying? Sergey Derenchenko, solid fighter, but don't nobody know him. Now, his next opponent is Juan Montiel. Now, the motherfucker came out here, and I'm talking about Jamal Charlo, not Jamel, so we don't get this mixed up. Jamal Charlo came out before in the past talking about what Tank Davis wasn't doing, right? Talking about what Tank Davis wasn't doing, and he likes
That
to talk
little
about
nigga ain't fought nobody.
talking about Tank Davis ain't fought nobody, right? Talking about you'll knock this guy out and this guy out and this guy out in 4 rounds, and they can't last 6 rounds with you. But you're not fighting nobody. And every time a name comes up that's not Canelo Alvarez, or maybe old washed up ass Gennady Golovkin, which you know Gennady Golovkin is not going to fight you. Why are you calling out Gennady Golovkin? Gennady Golovkin has made it clear years and years that he would never fight you. Clearly said it. He clearly said after his fight with Steven Dinner Rolls, he was never going to fight Demetrius Andrade or Jamal Charlo. Said it in a press conference, right? His trainer went on, his former trainer went on Dante Boxing Nation. Said Triple G is never going to give Charlo a fight. So you calling out guys that is not going to fight you, right? Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez had a chance to take a mega deal with PBC. He agreed to all of the terms, but what made the deal fall through is because he didn't want to fight you. You've been chasing Canelo ever since 154, which is, I mean, it's understandable. But why Canelo is ducking you and not wanting to fight you, you got these other cats on the board. You got choices to go up to 168. You got choices to fight big fights at 160. You got Demetrius Andrade. You got Daniel Jacobs, which you have an ongoing feud with, right? And you got David Benavidez, which you have a feud with recently. You also got Chris Eubanks Jr. So, I mean, you got guys around in your weight class, but you choose to fight a Juan Montiel. Well, you even got guys like Robert Brandt. Robert Brandt is a, you know what I'm saying? fight between 160 and 168. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And then you have a nerve enough to talk about somebody else. Yeah, I don't agree with who Tank is fighting. And you know, well, who Tank is fighting or who Tank has fought in the past. But you don't have you shouldn't be saying nothing about that, because I just went down your list of opponents for the last 4 years, and you don't have no excuse not to be making that. You don't have no excuse to be making excuses not to be fighting some of these guys, especially when your next opponent is Juan Montiel. Cleo Floyd, what's good? M Stack say Jacobs ain't shit. What does it have to? Okay, you talking about that Jacobs ain't shit. Is Jacobs better than? Let's go across it again, man. Is Daniel Jacobs better than Jorge Sebastian Highland? You can answer these questions, Money. Is Daniel? I'm gonna get your opinion. Is Daniel Jacobs better than Jorge Sebastian Highland?
Yep.
Is Daniel Jacobs better than Hugo Centeno Jr.?
Yep.
Is Daniel Jacobs better than Kobarov?
Yep.
Is Daniel Jacobs better than Brandon Adams?
Yep.
Is Daniel Jacobs better than Dennis Hogan?
Yep.
Is Daniel Jacobs, did Daniel Jacobs already beat Sergey Deverenchenko?
Yep.
Did Daniel Jacobs is Daniel Jacobs better than Juan Montiel?
I beat the shit out of him, yep.
Case is closed. Case is closed. So like I said, man, you cannot come talking about what somebody else is doing in their career and how they ain't fighting nobody when you obviously ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, people are not holding him accountable because a lot of people are getting him mixed up. They just put the Charlos together, right? You get to ride off the shit that your brother is doing. When they say, because do you agree with me, Money, or do you disagree? When a lot of people, they say the Charlo brothers, they don't just name them as one. They're the Charlo brothers.
Yeah, I agree.
Do that. What was that?
So I agree with that situation. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you riding off of what your brother has done. Cleo Floyd says, I think Jamal is being avoided. He put the work in on Chinko. I am not excited about this Montiel fight, shaking my head. Remember, Andrade pulled that bullshit on, but that's we can't keep talking about some shit that happened 6 years ago that didn't happen with Jamal. Let's split Jamal and Jamel up. That's what we need to do first off. They are two different fighters. I came out with a video that thousands and thousands of people didn't watch. And I explained to y'all, I put footage up of Jamel telling y'all, stop mixing me up with my brother Jamal. I don't move how Jamal moves. I don't answer to what Jamal does and what he don't do in his career. I don't say the same things that Jamal says. I am Jermell Charlo, the 154-pound champ. So if you have something to talk about to me, talk about Jermell Charlo, not Jamal. So when we keep bringing this, he don't want to fight because that was Jermell that he skipped out a fight on. That don't have nothing to do with Jamal. And at the end of the day, Demetrius Andrade is a champion at 160. If you claim to want to be the best, right? If you're campaigning at 160, Demetrius Andrade is considered one of the best at 160. Some people say he is the best. Some people say Charlo's the best. So he is a legitimate champion at 160. It's no excuse. I don't want to hear people making excuses. He is not trying to fight the best. If people are not ducking him, the people are ducking him is one person. You got one person that's been ducking him. Canelo. Canelo is not the only name that fights at 160 pounds. Or he don't even fight at 160 because Canelo fights at 168. The same weight division that Jamal Charlo said that he would be a lot better at 168. He'll be stronger at 168. Called out David Benavidez at 168. But when David Benavidez got on his neck, he said, and let everybody know, he has no intentions on fighting David Benavidez because he's not a 168-pound fighter. And now all of a sudden he can't fight at 168, but Canelo at 168. So if y'all can make that make sense to me, make it make sense, please. Why is Charlo now coming back once again saying that he don't have no intentions of fighting Demetrius Andrade or even David Benavidez? I don't understand this. You cannot keep trying to give Charlo a pass just because you like Jamal Charlo. I like Jamal Charlo too. I fuck with Jamal Charlo heavy, but I'm not fucking with how he's moving. Right? If you got a homeboy that's doing some bullshit and he ain't moving right, you gonna tell him, bro, you on some bullshit. Like, I ain't feeling with how you been moving. So why are y'all so reluctant to admit or to admit when your favorite fighter, it ain't moving right? It just don't make no sense.
Coach, what's going down, Coach? Get that bitch. What's going down, bro?
A Wavy 09 say two different fighters. Let me see. Two different fighters, two different men. Mel putting it out there that he's different. Salute to the panel, peace to the chat, and salute to you. V10 says Andrade holding that belt up like GGG both happen to be on the zone. Nah, man. I don't want to hear no bullshit that he's holding the belt up. He ain't holding shit up. You know what I'm saying? He's not holding nothing up. I don't even like dude. And this is the thing. And money know this. And people that watch me know this. I don't like Demetrius Doodoo Andrade. That's why I call him Doodoo. I fuck with Jamal and Jamel Charlo heavy. I'm a huge Jamal Charlo fan. I was always saying that Jamal Charlo was the better Charlo. But just because I like him, I'm not finna sit on here and lie on Doodoo Andrade and make accusations that's false. Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago, he was supposed to fight Jermell Charlo, and he pulled out of the fight. He pulled out of the fight due to, in his words, due to, contractual problems. He felt like the contract wasn't right. He wasn't getting paid. It didn't have nothing to do with Jermell Charlo. It was his management team. We all know that Doodoo Andrade has not made the best business decisions, right? But at the end of the day, he is a 160-pound champion that's in the same weight division as you, right? You can't be out here making fights with Juan Montiel and Sebastian Highland and Hugo Santana Jr. and motherfuckers like that when you have a champion that's calling you out, that's been calling you out for years, went to your motherfucking press conference and called you out. And years later, you still making excuses not to fight him. Nah. So don't miss me with that. Oh, well, he didn't. No, that's Jermell. That was Jermell. If Jermell say that he is never going to fight him, well, that's cool. Jermell is doing what he has to do. Jermell is proving everything he has to prove. We don't need to stump down on Jermell Charlo. He doing what he has to do. Let's stop with this Charlos. From now on, when you address Jermell or Jamal Charlo, address them as two separate human beings, which they are. Two separate people. I have twins. I have twin daughters. They are not the same people. They don't do the same things. They don't like to wear the same clothes. They have two different personalities. They're not the same people. If one of my twins does something wrong, I don't get on the other twin for doing it, right? They're two separate people. One of them like to do different sports. So let's stop bunching them together just because they look like each other. So man, this whole situation, man, this whole situation is starting to aggravate me, man, and just how the fans are moving with this situation, dog. Like it's starting to really aggravate me. Matthew Valentine's always in the building showing love and support. He say, no pass, Maul, what up? Yeah, what's up? Let's see, this is what I'm talking about, money. Why all the smoke for Charlo, though? All these fighters are taking shit fights. Money. Do I not come in here every day, right, and keep the same energy across the board with all the fighters?
Yeah.
I keep the same. So why are you asking me why am I giving all this energy to Charlo when I didn't did it to Canelo? I didn't did it to Tank Davis. And you can go down the board. I don't even talk about Triple G because that motherfucker ain't even worth my words. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we could go down the board. If you deserve credit, I come on here and I talk about the great things you've done. Me and Money talk about the great things you've done and how you moving, and we give you the praise, just like we do with Jermell Charlo. If you not doing that, well, I can't talk about that. I can't come on here and talk about that. Our job is on here is to come on here and report what's going on in the boxing world and to talk about it and have dialogue about it and debate about the shit. My job is not to come on here and, well, I like this guy, so you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing about him. Well, I like him. I am not gonna say nothing about him. I don't like him. You know what? I'm gonna shit on him because I don't like him. Nah, man. Keep it 100. Sheena say, I love the Charlo twins, but we have to keep it 100. Yeah. But yeah, man. Coach D in the building. Salute. He says, salute to the she says, salute, first time on the channel. I'm saying the same thing. Why he won't fight nobody? People are ducking him. Triple G and Canelo be ducking. He says, why he won't fight nobody? People are ducking him. Triple G and Canelo, but he ducking. Yeah, so I mean, it's like we know this for years, right? Money. How long have you known that Triple G wasn't gonna made it clear that he wasn't ever gonna fight Jamal Charlo?
Shit, ever since this damn trainer went on Dante Boxing Nation show years ago saying they want to give him the fight because he called him Little G.
Right. Then when the man when did Triple G fight Steven Rose? Was it 2018?
A year ago?
I think it was 2018.
I think it was. No, I think he fought him way before that. I mean, after that.
Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think it was 2018.
I'm gonna pull it up. And because I remembered it, because I went all the way in, and I wish Cassandra Mason was in the building. You know, I wish the Queen Cassandra was in the building. I went all the way in on Triple G for that bullshit.
2019, June
2019. So when was that interview done on Dante's Boxing Nation? That was before that. That was like what?
That was way before that.
27 had to be 2017. ish,
Yeah.
2018 at the longest, right?
I think that
So
was at the Danny Jacobs fight, if I'm not mistaken. That's 2017.
so in 2017 they made it clear. Triple G came and made it clear again in 2019 that he wouldn't fight him. He ducking him, right? So I mean, that's like something that we shouldn't even have to continue to talk about. He made it clear the motherfucker ducking him. Triple G shouldn't even be talked about. He ain't even worth our conversation. And Canelo been ducking him. But see, this is the thing, right? And I'm gonna hand it over to you, Money. The thing is, right, is you are talking and contradicting yourself. Because when the situation for you to make a big fight with David Benavidez came up, and that you brought up, that you call him out, you said you would knock him out. Nobody was calling for that fight. You put that up, right? And then when he got on your helmet and held you to those words, you backtrack and you start making excuses. And the final ultimate excuse after all of the excuses you made was, I'm not 168-pound fighters. Y'all know I ain't no fucking 168-pound fighter. So that fight ain't gonna happen. Okay, cool. Bet. But then you calling out Canelo, and Canelo has told y'all he ain't going back down to 160. He's a 168-pound fighter. So why are you able to comfortably fight at 168 if you fight Canelo, but you're not a 168-pound fighter if you have to fight David Benavidez? Those are questions that make you look bad. You see what I'm saying? But yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, hand it over to you. I'm gonna go ahead and hand this over to you and let you cook on this, man.
Yeah, with the Charlo situation, man, you got to be held accountable, like I've been saying as well. You know, like I was saying, I thought he was coming out. He was going to try to make the Andrade fight next. Those were his words, not ours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His words, let's make it happen. Call Eddie Hearn. Feel me? So when you come out and say some shit like that, then I say, okay, you fit to fight this guy, Montiel, right? Go on, get him out the way. All right. I'm let you get that. But if you want to make the Andrade fight next, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But now you're coming out talking about that you're not gonna fight him or David Benavidez, which the only fight I want to see him fight, I don't care about David Benavidez right now. The only fight I want to see Jamal Charlo fight is Demetrius Andrade, 1 and 2. That's it. I want to see him fight Demetrius Andrade, bro. That's the fight I want to see. Yeah, that's the fight that's there for him. That's the fight, like, let's go put him on top. It's a unification bout. It's giving you 2 scraps. It's making you you become unified. You want unified at 154. So you become unified at 160. And then look, if you beat Demetrius Andrade, you ain't got to fight no fucking Triple G or nobody else. You can go to 168 after that. You go to 168 and you in position to fight Canelo if you become undisputed. You right there, bro. You go to 168. Of course, David Benavidez is gonna have something to say about it. But you still in position. You just beat fucking Andrade. You was unified champ. You move up, right? And look, you probably can fight fucking Benavidez and get him out the way to put yourself all the way in position again. But you gotta fight somebody, bro. You gotta fight somebody. And like I say, we fuck with these dudes heavy. Both Charlos. I'm around for both of them. Period. But when you come out and you say these things, bro, on Brian Pasta. What's his name? Brian Custer podcast. On his podcast, we talking about you go blow somebody's fucking mind back, and that neither one of these dudes can last 6 rounds or 5 rounds with you. Then show us that shit. You feel me? Because I believe both of these dudes go 12. I believe he go 12 with Andrade. I believe he go 12 with Benavidez. But if he get a chance to knock one of them out, I think it'll be Andrade. Just me. But it's just like, I think Andrade got the skills to last, bro. I think Benavidez got the skills to last. But these the fights that you need now, bro. That's the fight right there for you. The fucking Andrade fight to put you over the top. That fight put you over the top, bro. You feel me? That fight is right there for you, a world champion. And just think about like the recognition you go get off of that. You building your own lane. You building your own lane. Look, you might get a Triple G fight if you beat Andrade. You see what I'm saying? You might get it. And I see my man talking about, do we know Murata? Yeah, we know who Murata is. We're not talking about no Murata, bro. Murata over in Japan some goddamn well. We're not worrying about him. We talking about people we put on a higher pedestal, right? That we know that's skillful as fuck. And they're supposed to be out here doing what the fuck you supposed to do. Do what your brother doing. You know, you go knock out motherfucking Andrade, you get that scrap. Then guess what? You 2 steps away from undisputed if you want to be undisputed. You can start calling motherfuckers out. You the big dog at the division. You unified now. Hands down. Like 630, can nobody say shit. You unified. Then you might can entice a Murata to bring his ass from Japan over here to fight you. And your bag get bigger. Every time you're going there for another fight, you get a bigger bag. And everybody love a bigger fucking bag. So it's up to him, bro, to stand up on his own too, to go on that bitch and you know what I'm saying, continue what Jamel doing. And I feel Jamel on that shit, 120%. 120. This shit is hard work, it's a hard grind. And I always thought Jamel was fighting a better competition anyway. I always thought, to me, I thought Mar was the bigger puncher, right? But I always thought Jamel was fighting a better competition. If you go down their resumes at 154, you'll see Jamel was fighting a better competition there. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at, especially coming up on the rise, Jamel was fighting notable names. I ain't saying every name was big names on that resume, but Jamel was fighting notable names. You know, so I fuck with Charlo, man, but you gotta do something, baby, like 50 say. You gotta come out this motherfucker, you gotta show and tell. You gotta show and tell, bro. And like I said, I give you credit for Derevchenko. I thought Derevchenko beat Triple G. I thought Derevchenko should have been an IBF champ. That should have been a unification bout. We should have 2 scraps. But at the end of the day, right, it's what's next, bro. It's what's next. And you want to keep that train going. And Andrade want the fight to me, I believe, bro. You know what I mean? I think Andrade want the fight. Andrade pulled up on him at his press conference, asked him when we can fight, right? And I believe he want the fight, bro. I don't think he ducking that smoke for no Charlo.
Definitely want that fight.
Yeah, I fuck with Andrade. I ain't saying that I got him beat Jamal, but I fuck with him because the what I see from him, I feel like he want the fight with Jamal Charlo. You know what I'm saying, just showing up, doing what he's doing. So it's up to Jamal to say, let's make this shit happen. Do what you got to do to make it happen, and get in that ring with Andrade and give us the best versus the best, number 1 versus number 2. You know what I mean? You put the linear on the line, y'all going there, and that shit gonna be fireworks leading up. I'm talking about, man, the build up, like out all this time, right? Y'all motherfuckers been going back and forth with each other. Him going back and forth with your little brother, that fight fell through. Him going back and forth with you, right? Just go ahead and bury the hatchet, get y'all ass in the ring, do what y'all gotta do, bro. Do what y'all gotta do. Because you motherfuckers gonna be the one of them fights that we want to see that never happen as well. All the shit talking y'all said towards each other, they ain't got an opportunity to beat his ass, or he got an opportunity to beat your ass, or however the fight play out. Y'all get to put hands on each other, bro. And you get to say, you get to do what you say you can. If you say you can do the shit, blow his fucking mind back in 5 or 6 rounds, well, show us that you can do that shit. If he ain't never felt shit like you got, if you seen him get his ass dropped so many times, to go down by this person and that person, then go on there and do what you say. What you gonna do? It should be easy work. You feel me? So we'll just see, bro. We'll just see. So he got a fight coming up. You know, let him get past his fight, because like we say, we know they're not gonna fight next. So let him get past his fight. Demetrius Andrade, a free man. He just fought his mandatory. You know, he finna fight this guy Montiel. After that, we're gonna see which direction he go in. But the heat is on his ass. The heat is on his ass.
Yeah, I mean, it's shit's ridiculous, and I agree with what Batman say. And salute to Blue Blood Sports TV off in the building. Salute.
Blue was going down, big bro. Bat was going down, big bro.
And let me get this super chat. Coach D, he say, bruh, preach on it. He said, she said you want to be unified, but he's not taking the fights with Andrade. Yeah. I think he said, he said, but he ain't take, he said he want to, exactly. He said he want to be unified, but he don't want to take a fight with Andrade, right? Makes no sense whatsoever, right? And I agree What Batman say? Because see, Batman like me, he ain't gonna hold no fucking words. He ain't gonna hold his tongue. He say, where Batman? He say, Maul on some real sucker shit. And that's what it's starting to look like. He moving real funny out here in these streets. He moving real funny. You know, and we've gotten on Demetrius Doodoo Andrade for years. That's why I changed his name to Doodoo. He was talking all that shit and would never fight nobody. But Doodoo's last opponent is better than Jamal, upcoming opponent, right? Doodoo went in your press conference. He called you out. He's been calling you out. They continue to call you out. His promoter continues to call you out. And you just flat out say that you don't have, you ain't gonna never fight him, and you don't have no intentions of fighting him or David Benavidez. But you supposed to be the hitman? No, Jermell is the hitman. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't the hitman no more. He took that name. Now it's time for you to earn that shit back. Ooh, does he know what I'll do? Ooh, I'll fucking blow his mind. I'll blow his mind. Ooh, he couldn't last 4 rounds with me. Man, all that stuff is, yeah. Now it's starting to sound funny. Right? It's starting to sound funny. Yeah, man, but it's crazy, dog. It's crazy. So, you know, man, I don't know what to say, man. It ain't like that I could say, well, I'm looking forward to, you know, see Jamal change and do some big things. I mean, shit, his next fight is already announced. His next fight already announced. All that shit to talk, all that shit he talked, man, and he went to announce that he's fighting Juan Montiel. And like I said, no disrespect to Juan Montiel. He's getting his chance. You know, why does he deserve that chance? No, man. Let me break this down for y'all real quick, and then we gonna move on.
Shit, Coach said, man, fuck boxing as well with that, man. We got Coach saying fuck boxing too. You know boxing.
Hey, man, for real. Look, let me show y'all something, right? The guy Juan Montiel, he, like I said, I'm familiar with him because he spars with you know, cats that I've trained with and everything. His trainer, I'm cool with his trainer, so I'm not gonna shit on him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I gotta keep it 100. Let me see. Hold on. Pull it up. Okay. He 22 wins and 4 losses in 2 draws. 22 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws. Now he do got 22 KOs, but they all fighters that we never heard of. Okay. And I'm gonna just go across the record, right? I don't want to have to do this, but when I make my point, I got to go all the way in and make my point for y'all, for the people that want to come on here and defend this shit, right? His pro debut fight, he fought a dude that was 0-8. Next fight, he fought a dude that was debuting himself. Next fight, fought a dude that was 0-5. Next fight, he fought a dude that was debuting himself. Next fight, he fought a dude that was 0-2. Next fight, he fought a dude that was 0-8. Next fight, he fought a dude that was 3-5. His next fight, he fought a dude that was debuting himself, that was making his debut. His next fight, he fought a dude that was 0-1. His next fight, he fought a dude that was 1-2. His next fight, he fought a dude that was 1-22. His next fight, he fought a dude that was 1-0. His next fight, he fought a dude that was 9-2. Next fight, fought a dude that was 9 wins and 14 losses. His next fight, he fought somebody that was 5 wins and 22 losses. His next fight, he fought a dude that was 16-4-1. His next fight, he fought a dude that was 10-5. Next fight, fought somebody that was 5-24. Next fight, fought somebody that was 6-1. Next fight, fought a dude that was 8-19. Then he fought somebody that was 19-0. His name was Ivan Montero. Never heard of him. Then he fought a dude that was 28 wins and 8 losses and 1 draw. Then he got knocked out by Jaime Munguia. Then he came back and fought somebody that was 16 wins and 17 losses. Then he fought somebody, Marco Reyes, never heard of him, that was 37-5. Then he had a split decision draw with Hugo Centeno Jr., a guy that Jamal Charlo already knocked out. Then he fought James Kirkland. He stopped James Kirkland just in December. You know, James Kirkland is washed up, fresh off spin cycle. Hadn't fought in like 5 years. And then he gets a championship fight with Jamal Charlo. Now take that in for a minute. Y'all take that in. No, that Coach D, that don't look nothing like Terrence Crawford's resume. We're not gonna do Crawford like that. Crawford's resume is fucking 100 times better than that. Now, did you hear the resume I just read off? Money.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? What I just read off? Now, does anywhere on there tell you that he deserves to be even anywhere near the ring with Jamal Charlo?
Nope. But I'm not gonna knock his opportunity.
Now, my thing is, right, like I said, I know his coach and I know, you know, very familiar with him. But my thing is to come on here and keep it 100. He's getting the opportunity, but how does he deserve this opportunity? And who the fuck came up with this matchup? Jamal Charlo talked all of that shit for all them months, and this is who you fight. How? How did this come about? How is you got
you say some shit like his next opponent could be a big announcement or something?
Yeah, talking about his next opponent is about to be a big announcement. Yeah, Blue Blood. Like Blue Blood said, this shit's unacceptable. It's unacceptable to fans. Yeah. You came out talking about, oh, watch and see who my next opponent gonna be. Yeah. My next opponent gonna be a big announcement. Ain't nobody worried about no Benavidez watch. And this is what we're watching for. I want to know how, right, Montiel got this opportunity, because it's a lot of fighters that have a lot better resume, that's fought a lot tougher fights than he have, that's not getting these type of chances. Somebody got some explaining to do. And Jamal Charlo, right, talks about how he's his own, how he's a boss, how he his own boss, did all of this shit, right? So that means to tell me that you have a say-so on who you fight. You just came off a big pay-per-view fight. You headlined the pay-per-view and you come back to do this. So you got say-so who you fight. So even if they brought this opponent to you, you could have easily been like, I'm not fighting this dude. I'm not going to fight this dude. No. Y'all better come better than this. So what's going on? Somebody got some explaining to do, man. This shit is pitiful. KP, what's good with you, KP? He said, a lot of tongue wrestling these dudes doing in boxing. And speaking of wrestling, this shit looked like some 1988 WWF shit. It did. If you grew up watching wrestling,
no, you can't go to 1988 because they was fucking each other up back then.
No. You gotta hear where I'm going with it. If you remember, right, you would have like Hulk Hogan, or you would have the main wrestlers, right? They would fight just like Rudy Poot opponents.
Oh yeah,
never heard of, right? All the way up into the big event.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you would get Hulk Hogan in there against fucking, you know,
the format.
like,
they fight them and they
like,
bring the nigga your fight on.
They were going there and beat up on them, you know what I'm saying, to build the next pay-per-view up or the next mega fight up.
Bring a nigga I couldn't fight on pay-per-view to the ring. You just heard him talk, think you could get something to go off on your ass.
Yeah. So this is crazy, dog. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, and this is a prime, perfect example of why you got Coach saying fuck boxing, why you got Batman coming in saying fuck boxing, and why I'm on the verge of saying fuck boxing. This is the poster of why you got, like I said yesterday, Jake Paul and YouTube sensations in celebrities doing big numbers. They left the gate open, money, but he said I was comparing Charlo and Terrence Crawford resume. You still can't. You can't. I mean, Charlo did fight some credible opponents. He did fight some opponents at 154. I'm gonna give that to him. But it's been so long. It's like, how long can you live off of your and you now? That's what you can compare to, right? When you talk about Terrence Crawford, how long can you live off accomplishments of what you did at another weight division, right? At some point, if you still fighting professionally, at some point it's about like what you've been doing now. You can't live off of that forever. But Jamal Charlo at 154, that's why I was a huge Charlo fan. He did, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't moving like that at 154. You see what I'm saying? At 154, he fought Austin Trout back in 2016. Solid fight. He fought Cornelius Bondrich, which was a cool fight for the time being and where Charlo was in his career, and Bondrich had a name back then, right? Damn, you know what, money? You know what? Man, you know what? Okay, yeah. And he fought Julian Williams too, right? When he knocked out Julian Williams. So he fought some credible fights at 154. But you can't continue to live off of that. And you sure can't come out and headline a pay-per-view and then take fucking 50 steps back with your next opponent when people been waiting 4 years, when people waited 3.5 years for you to fight a credible opponent at 160. Blue Blood, he say, how the fuck does Montiel get a title opportunity? Should have just rematched Sergey Derevyanchenko. Yeah.
It would have been better, Blue. You ain't lying.
Right. Exactly. You could have rematched Sergey Derevyanchenko and we would have accepted that more than something like this. Something like I said, man, somebody has some explaining to do. Like, to me, here's how I feel, money, because I pay my hard-earned money to go to these events. I pay to watch these pay-per-views. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands upon dollars on boxing, right? We come in here and we spend our time every day giving y'all content on boxing, covering these fighters. Blue Blood probably spends 15 hours in a day so he can bring us news on boxing, right? But we are all fans of boxing, and them, the boxing, right? Them giving us shit like this, right? It make me feel some type of way, man, because they're looking at us, telling us, we don't give a fuck about y'all. We don't give a fuck about y'all. Because he has a name now, we're going to feed you anything. We don't care what it is. And because he has a name, we know you're going to watch it. So fuck y'all. That's how I feel about the situation. And it's, you know, man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and move on, man. Let's go ahead and move on. I wasn't even really intending on going in on this situation like that. My whole thing, right, is I was just addressing, you know, a comment that my man Ralph had spoke on earlier. And look where we at, man. This how you do. I mean, this what it comes to when we dialogue on this boxing stuff, man, because we are all passionate about the sport of boxing. Money.
I came this month. I'm like, nigga, the title did not say Jamal Charlo in this month.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But yeah, man, let's move on, man. Let's talk about Billy Joe, man. Let's talk, and I'm gonna bring up some photos so y'all can see this shit for yourself. Let's talk about Billy Joe Saunders, right? Cassandra Mason, Queen in the building. Where you been? We was asking about you earlier, Cassandra. We had mentioned Triple G real quick though. You know, we don't really mention that fraud in here. But Zenith 360 say Munguia has a fight scheduled last week. GGG has no. Murata trying to fight GGG. Andrade just had a fight. Eubank has a fight May 1st. Who exactly should he for? No, I'm not even going there with you, dog. I'm not going there with you. You know what I'm saying? When Andrade been called, those last two fights didn't even have to happen. I mean, this fight that Jamal got coming up and Andrade fight, they could have already been made that shit happen. But yeah, I'm not finna go there with you and act like, oh well, he's fighting Montiel because he don't have nobody else to fight. We ain't gonna do that. But like I said, man, let's move on.
Yeah, we ain't be calling out no motherfuckers. That's what be pissing me off though. Like you got, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. But let's move on.
Yeah, man. It's like, man. So with this big upcoming mega fight that Billy Joe Saunders has, right? It's a lot of questions surrounding this fight because we've talked about it, right? We've talked about how Billy Joe Saunders hasn't looked good in a fight since he got caught on PEDs, right? He has a history of PED use. You dig what I'm saying, dog? He has a history. We've spoke on it. He's got caught using PEDs, you know, served a slap on the wrist for it, you know, in the past. So he has a history of PED use, right? After he got caught, he looked horrible. Looked horrible in the ring, looked horrible body and everything, right? After he got caught and they started doing strenuous testing on him, right? He hasn't looked good in the ring since he got caught, right? Now, coming up, we know Canelo, he got caught using clenbuterol, right? He got caught using PEDs. So one thing is what fans have been asking, what is the testing in this fight coming up? What's the testing, right? Because they've both been caught on PED use, right? So it makes you think, what testing do they have between both of these fighters, right? Because one might say or think, if you got two fighters that's willing to use PEDs, well, then wouldn't you have two fighters that's willing to agree to fight each other with no testing if they're able to do it? Right, money? Like, so if I'm cheating and you cheating, and I know I'm cheating and you know you cheating, and we had a choice, right? What you think we gonna do if we had the choice? And I'm not saying this is the case.
Cheat our ass off.
We're gonna go forth and agree to no testing because I'm not really worried about what you're doing because I know what I'm doing, right? And I'm not saying this is the case, but where I'm going with this is mainly Billy Joe has not looked good since he got caught on PEDs. Right after he got caught on PEDs, when they was really doing strenuous testing on him, he looked like some shit. Like he didn't even look like the same fighter, right? At all. if y'all can remember. Didn't look like the same fighter at all. It's a different case for Canelo because after Canelo got caught on PEDs, he continued to look better. He continued to look, or the same fighter. He didn't look no different. You feel me? Do you agree with that, Money?
Yeah, he got caught up in Buterol, not PEDs. But
Yeah, Buterol.
He went to beat Triple G worse than what he beat him in the first fight.
Right. After he got caught. So we need to make this clear because these are the similar scenarios, but in one case, they two whole different scenarios because you get one man that's caught and then they start doing strenuous testing on him and he looked like a whole different fighter. Body don't look the same. Performance in the ring look like shit. Then you got another man that gets caught on clenbuterol, which is more of a diuretic that helps you cut basically cut fat down without losing muscle mass. So it doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to explain to y'all what it is. It doesn't get you no stronger or nothing. It doesn't get you stronger. It don't do none of that. But it does help you cut that weight and maintain that muscle mass. But Canelo, when he got caught and they started doing strenuous testing on him, he didn't look no different. You see what I'm saying? Nothing changed with him as far as his look and his in-ring performance. But one man, something drastically changed. Now, speaking with that being said, this is Billy Joe Saunders before, right? And let me see if I can put that. Can y'all see that good? Can you see that good?
Yeah.
Right? Don't have no type of definition. We can even go to some of his weigh-ins, right? Don't have no type of definition. You know what I'm saying? We've actually seen him look worse in the ring than the picture that I just showed you, right? That's actually a good picture because I've seen him look worse in the ring. You feel me? So now from that, this is him now recently, right? This is him now. Let me see. Hold on. That's him now. Let y'all look at that. So I'm gonna show y'all the other picture one more time. This is him now, as of today, right now, training for the big mega fight with Canelo. Bam. There it is, right? And this is him before, right? No definition nowhere. And I'll even show you a picture of him when he was supposed to be in shape in a fight. Hold on. Right? You see that? Y'all see that clearly. No definition. Titty sagging. One more time for his now. And then we're gonna cook on this. That's now. Now, Money. We ain't never seen Billy Joe look like that. Now all of a sudden he got a fight with Canelo. He done made a whole body transformation, right? Never seen him look like that. Whole body transformation. And so it's like I'm asking myself, what type of drug testing they got for this fight? Because I mean, I gave y'all the breakdown of both of these dudes before. Could there be an agreement to where, because right, I read an article too, right? And I'm gonna catch y'all up on something. I read an article maybe a few weeks ago, right? And the article was talking about testing in boxing, right? There is less and less testing in boxing now, because of the whole pandemic and a lot of the what was the USADA and what were the major ones?
Vada.
The VADA,
Vada.
huh?
Vada,
right? They're not doing testing no more, right? In a lot of these fights because of the they was talking about because of the money's not there. The money is not there, right? Because what happened with the whole pandemic and everything. So the money is not there because you have to pay a lot to get VADA involved in, these Olympic style testing. That, you know what I'm saying, to get Olympic style testing involved, it costs a lot. So now they're not using them. Like, they're not using them no more. So a lot of fighters are now able to get away with a lot more than they had been getting away with in boxing before the pandemic and everything, because they're not doing that testing. So you of course you're gonna say that they've been on here having VADA tested. Have you heard anything about them having VADA testing money?
I mean, they got the WBC, so it's mandatory. It's it's mandatory.
How often is it though? How often have they been testing?
I don't know
Because
the range.
I remember
it's the VADA Clean Boxing Program.
If you go back right to Adrian Broner when he fought Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner's words was like, when they asked him were they both enrolled in VADA. When he fought Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner said, "Shit, I thought we were supposed to be." He said, "But them motherfuckers ain't came and tested me damn time."
Mm-hmm.
Those were the words of Adrian Broner when he was leading up to his fight with Manny Pacquiao, when he was asked about testing with VADA. "I thought we were supposed to be, but these motherfuckers ain't came and tested me nan time. So I don't know what they doing with him over there." That was his words.
I remember.
Yeah, so I'm not making this up. So what's going on? Explain to me, maybe, and I'm gonna let you cook on this, man. Explain to me, right? What's going on, Money? How did he transform his body like that? Is that just natural? Just natural, just working hard. We've never seen him look like that.
I mean, I seen Billy Joe with a six-pack before at 54. At 60. So I ain't the one to put the jackets on the man unless they I know they got popped back in the day. Until they do something to get popped in this fight, like you say, though, is they ass getting tested or not? You can't put it past them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You can't put it past them at the same time. But I ain't gonna put the jacket on him and say he's doing this and doing that. Maybe he could be working his ass off getting ready for a Canelo Alvarez fight. Who knows? But like, I just want to see how the fight play out. But when they test their ass, if some come back dirty, then we know what's going down. But it looked a little shaky and a little rocky. Depending, I wonder how long it was before him to get like that. Like the picture you showed us the first time and the after picture. Like what's the you know what I'm saying? Was it 3 months before, 4 months, 5 months, a month? You know what I mean? That'll tell us a range find or some shit. But I am gonna say that they probably testing their ass, the VADA Clean Boxing Program. I don't think his ass want to get popped dirty if he got popped dirty again. I know Canelo ass definitely don't want to get popped dirty with his big ass legacy on the line. So we just have to wait and see. We gotta wait and see how it play out. If they test their ass, and like you said, you're not saying that's the case. You're just saying in general, like is some shit going on.
It's questions that people are asking.
Yeah.
These are questions, you know what I'm saying? And it's questions that people are gonna ask.
Yeah, so when I've been saying it about, isn't it a fair fight if both fighters are doping?
Yeah,
but shit, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna use that jacket. I ain't gonna put it on them. I gotta stick to what I say. If a motherfucker do some shit and you don't get caught, I can't say you did it. You know what I'm saying? I can't say you did it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like we just gotta wait and see if they gonna get their ass tested or not. If something come back dirty, then we can blame their ass. But so far, to me, everything is clean. It's a fair fight. That's why I said with Billy Joe when he brought that shit up talking about Canelo. I just want a clean playing field. Not don't get to talking about no clean playing field or none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You want to that ring, you sign that contract. You feel me? If y'all getting tested and ain't shit popping up in y'all blood, I don't want to hear about no judges. No, oh, we fought over in America, shit. You feel me? So, you know, he feeling some type of way about not having the UK media over here, and they saying that the fans can't fly over here. I don't know if the UK fans can fly over here or not. So he feeling some type of way about that shit. But I ain't gonna put the jacket on neither one. To me, both of them clean until proven guilty, bro.
Right. So I'm looking on this social media because I went through all this. So because the dude tried to come in here, he tried to defend it and say that Billy Joe posted his VADA testing on social media. I just went through his whole Instagram and it's nowhere on here.
And you shouldn't have to go there for if he just posted it.
Yeah, it's nowhere on here. So where are you getting this information from? Since he posted it on his Instagram. I'm on here. He ain't posted nothing about no VADA testing.
He got another.
He posted his VADA blood sample.
He got another Instagram for
on Twitter. Okay. He says on Twitter. Let's go to Twitter.
I said they on that nigga only fan page or some shit.
Yeah, you got Twitter.
You just type in Billy Joe Saunders on Twitter. Nope, I ain't got Twitter, bro.
Let me see. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I found it. Here it is. It says April the 19th. It says Billy Joe Saunders. It says, Dear Billy Joe, this letter is to advise that one or more of your collected specimens have been analyzed for performance-enhancing drugs through the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency VADA program. Analysis for the date listed below, he says, have been completed. Athlete name says Billy Joe Saunders, March 29th, 2021, and March the 30th, negative. Yeah.
Billy Joe clean on you.
Yeah, so he did test clean. He did test clean. Yeah, he did test clean. Yeah, he did test clean. But
Billy is clean. Try to set Billy free.
We've seen that, right? We've seen that happen a whole lot of times because these dudes
set Billy free. Set Billy free.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not saying that he is or he didn't, but right. That don't mean that he clean because we've seen that happen, right? It depends how far out they test you because a lot of these dudes, they cycle on the shit. So, and that was another thing that I read, right? In the article that they's gonna like a lot of these fights now when they are testing, they only tested 6 weeks out. When you need to be doing 12, because in the thing in the article it was talking about that with 6 weeks out, the guys have time to already have the benefits of the shit in their system, and then they can cycle off of it, right? So they already, and you know what I'm saying, they already got the benefits.
My dog, Devin, how you feeling, my brother?
They already got the benefits and it's already out of their system. So this says in March, right?
I'm just gonna get Billy his
March the 29th of March. So that's almost 4 weeks, a little over 4 weeks out from the fight. You know, but you know, like Money said, we can't put it on him, but hey, he did it before. And then after he did have strenuous testing, he didn't look the same in the ring or outside of the ring. But you know, like I said,
he's going up against Canelo now. So you know, like once you're going up against the best, you want to get your ass in there. You're on that big stage. You don't want like when you fight certain fighters, like he fighting Martin Mary and somebody before that. I ain't gonna say that he was technically like, or he was probably bullshitting around, but they know when you're going up against the best motherfucker in the division, you know, your ass want to be on your shit. You want to go out there this one of them big fights that'll make a fighter get on that shit. Like, okay, this one of them big time fights. I know if I win this shit, it's history in the making. So I think it's like that with a lot of fighters that's at the top. But you know, like, I'm with you though. When he got popped dirty, he came up and won a scrap. His ass didn't look too hot at all. So what motherfuckers were questioning his ass and things of that nature. But right now, you know, he got a big ass fight ahead of him. It's super, super big. It's on the grand stage, just the biggest stage he ever been on. So he want to show up. But let's see how he perform in the ring. Just because you look good, I mean, go perform good. So shit, let's
right,
go.
you're right, and you absolutely right, Money. And Zen360, he says he has a good point. He have a good point to me because he said if you juice for the lesser fights, right? He said least fights, but lesser fights, you'll definitely cheat for a bigger fight. They suddenly decide to stop cheating. Yeah, he said, do they just suddenly decide to stop cheating? And you got a point. And the reason I brought this up is because it catches your eyes when you see that, right? And those are questions that fans are going to have with the history of both of these opponents, both of these fighters.
I mean, that's what they do to their career once they get popped like that. So you gotta take the good with the bad. You feel me? You gotta take the good with the bad. And when people look at the picture, I can understand why people say that shit.
Right.
I mean?
Right. Wawa 93 2010. What's happening with it? Salute. But yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You, like Money said, when you get popped dirty, and then especially like this, when you come looking like this and you don't look like that, people are going to have those questions. Am I accusing him of being on PEDs right now? I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying it's not a big possibility either. Wawa say Billy tested positive after the Lemieux fight and before the Andrade fight. Facts. He done it several times. Several times. Now you got the biggest fight of his career. And like my man said, you mean to tell me that you're going to just rule out that he's going to be on PEDs for the biggest fight of his career? You going to mean to tell me that he couldn't have been on them and cycled off of it to reap the benefits already? Because the paper that they showed, they only tested him what? So basically round that to April 1st, right? April 1st to May, a month out. You use PEDs, you can get the effects. The effects is already, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to use it to gain some strength and lose weight and stuff. Yeah, you already got the effects. You didn't cycle off that shit already. If that's the case, which I'm not saying that's the case, but hey, it's a big possibility. Bruce Gold says, even if you pop clean, the residual effects of past use remain. Yeah, in a certain time frame, of course. Ty Swindle says, if Sanders could look like that without PEDs, he would have. That's another good point. That's another good point. Y'all making some good points. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not saying he is, but hey, y'all making some good points.
You know, my thing is when you bring up the situation, I don't say you're not saying, but they put it in people's heads. So that shit still saying that he is. I'm gonna say not. I gotta say innocent is proven guilty over this way, bro.
Well, he didn't been proved. You can't. I'm not gonna give him that benefit of the doubt like that easy because you've been proven guilty plenty of times before. Yeah, now, if you've done
been proven guilty once.
Hold on, but let me finish what I'm saying. If you've done something once, then you never got caught with it again. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can make a mistake once, right? Anybody can make a mistake once. But when you do it several times, it's not no mistake no more.
What you mean several times? He only got caught once apiece, bro.
He got caught twice.
Who, Billy Joe?
Yes.
Billy Joe got caught once.
Bro. He got caught after the Lemieux fight, and he got caught before the Andrade fight.
Billy Joe didn't get popped after the Lemieux fight, did he?
B&B box.
I ain't seen no shit about Billy Joe getting popped after no little new fight.
Billy Joe done got popped several times, bro. B&B Boxing News says both of them been proven guilty. Yeah. Sheena say maybe they won't do drugs if they get their license suspended for good after the first time. I would say not after the first time. I would say after the second time, yeah, you got to go. Let me see. Did he only get popped once? Because I might be wrong.
He only got popped once, bro. He didn't get popped no twice.
I might be wrong.
In 2020, he beat David Lemieux 2017, on my birthday, December the 16th, and he fought in 2018.
Okay, yeah, I might be wrong. Hold on. It says Saunders tested positive for a drug 10 times more potent than what Canelo took.
Hell yeah, because he was on PEDs. Canelo was doing brutal shit.
10 times more potent. Yeah, so I had to look into that, but if y'all saying it was once, it was once. But like I said, it's questions. There's gonna be, the fight is coming up soon, and it's questions. It's questions, man. But man, did you hold on? Coach say, I don't care. They both cheat so they can beat the shit out of each other. I'm just saying, enjoy the fight. Yeah, and a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel like, fuck it. They both gonna be on some shit. So it is what it is, Now, to me, I don't give a fuck what he on. I don't think he could beat Canelo, period. So, I don't care what he on. He still can't beat Canelo. Man, what's your take? You know what I'm saying? You got anything else on this?
No, nothing else. Just want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens, but I don't talk about these things leading up to the fight because it take away from the shit. I feel like two dudes coming in, they ass gonna be in the best shape. I like the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's the two champions against each other. We're gonna see what happens in a bitch. You know what I mean? Like I said, I ain't pissed off at nobody for saying what they saying about their ass though. But I just don't be talking about the shit leading up to it. That's what I was saying about David Benavidez's ass. I was saying about Demetrius Andre. I just dropped a video today about the false accusations and shit. So at the end of the day, bro, if they don't get caught, if they they getting tested and they say coming back clean, all I'm gonna present is them dudes clean, and I'm looking forward to fight. Like Coach said, I want to just see them. I ain't that. Yeah, see them beat the hell out of each other, but I'm looking to see Canelo put on a hell of a performance. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Canelo beat the shit out of Billy Joe. Right. Like, that's what I want to see.
Right. Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. Now it's just time to watch the fight, man. Watch the fight. We can't worry about what they on. Hopefully, if either one of them is on something, hopefully they'll catch it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all hit the like button, man. A lot of y'all in here, y'all ain't even touched the like button. Y'all hit the like button. I want to talk about, man, Eddie Hearn, man. Eddie Hearn is leaving Sky Sports, because Matchroom Boxing had they for years, I think they've been with Sky Sports for like 12 years, right? Matchroom Boxing has been with Sky Sports for like 12 years. And now Eddie Hearn just struck another mega deal, dog, with Dazn. He out here moving. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn, that mouthpiece, he getting them big deals, dog. He got a 9-figure deal. He just struck a 9-figure deal with Dazn. So Matchroom Boxing will no longer be with Sky Sports. They moving their talents over to Dazn permanently now, right? So all of their fighters will be fighting under the Dazn banner, because Matchroom before they was fighting on Sky Sports and Dazn, right? Now they moving completely from Dazn, and they gonna be fighting over there. They moving completely from Sky Sports, and they gonna be fighting strictly on Dazn. But right, and it's a 9-figure deal, right? So it's a few things I want to say about this. One thing, right? But the catchy thing is Anthony Joshua, right? Is still gonna be fighting on Sky Sports.
Even his contract must still be running with them.
Yeah. So Anthony Joshua is still gonna be fighting on the Sky Sports banner, and Dillian White. So Anthony Joshua and Dillian White are still gonna be on the Sky Sports banner. So the whole company and every fighter on the roster is going to Dazn, right? Under the new deal, but except for Anthony Joshua and Dillian White. Now, it kind of make you wonder, what type of contract does Anthony Joshua have? Do you ever see Anthony Joshua leaving Eddie Hearn?
Oh no, I don't think so, bro. I don't think he gonna leave him.
Yeah,
I think like that partnership shit, like I don't like, to be real with you, like I don't see no feuding with them and shit like that. And they like to be like, they got a good fighter promoter relationship.
yeah.
It always felt good right now, like, but you know, I feel like they did fuck him out of some money with Deontay Wilder trying to stall that shit out. But other than that, you know, if they is having a little problem, they doing the shit behind the scenes. But it don't look like they got a good, you know, boxer promoter relationship to where they do good business with each other.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you on that, man. It's my thing is, you know, he signed a contract a few years ago around that whole Deontay Wilder situation. How long is his contract? That's another thing, you know, I asked. But the main thing with this new deal, right? Do you think Eddie Hearn is gonna come out and start making noise again and signing some of these fighters to big contracts?
I mean, that's his job.
He got 9 figures, dog.
Yeah. You gotta spurt that money out 9 figures, and if they come out of 9 figures, they want big fights. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have to come out and pull them big fighters in. So I want to look at it and see if it's because, you know, he's moving all his fighters to Dazn, or is, you know, is it front money for Dazn to make the big fights happen? Because he can be over there like, okay, I can take my shit out Sky Sports, because you know they was making money on Sky Sports as well. But right. Or is it like you say, he promising them, okay, I'm gonna make these big fights happen. Let's make this happen. Like you said, they might be like a mouthpiece on him.
Because they ain't give him they ain't give him 9 figures for no reason, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so I'm looking forward to see, because remember when they first gave Eddie Hearn that bag, I think it was what, like 500 million the first time he was out here.
That was their money.
Yeah, when they first gave him that bag, they was out there, you know what I'm saying? He was campaigning. He thought he was going to be able to snatch up the whole PBC roster. It didn't work like that. Now, Eddie Hearn now, dog, he is more seasoned in the game. I know he's learned a lot from the mistakes that he's made. And I don't know, dog. He know a lot of these fighters now ain't happy with PBC like that, dog. Let's just keep it 100, because they've been sitting on the shelf. They noticed that they're not getting the fights often like they want to. So Eddie Hearn, he could be a major player. He could swoop up some of these fighters. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He got a mouthpiece on him. You know what I'm saying? For real. Eddie Hearn can sell a woman, period, blood. Straight up. He got a mouthpiece on him, man.
Boy,
so
well.
Yeah, so you know, I'm gonna be looking closely to see how Eddie Hearn play this thing out. You know, $1 billion on the table, man. That's a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. And salute to the Queen Lori in the building.
What's going down, Queen? What's going down? Clarence McLean, what's going down, fam?
And y'all go make sure that y'all go, show Lori some love in the boxing group on Facebook. Loyalty
Promotion and boxing.
Yeah, loyalty promotion and boxing. And Lori, you could drop that link in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all go show her some love. But yeah, man, what else you got on that whole situation?
I mean, Eddie Hearn making big moves. Shit. That's what he do. He taking his little the matchroom shit to the next level. His daddy said he was way better than him. You know what I'm saying? His daddy said he was way better than him. The slick motherfucker learned from the from the masters. So he sat up there and soaked up the game, bring his little slick olive oil her ass on in the room and talk some shit to get that paper. So I don't knock him, man. He doing what he's supposed to do. Shit, as a promoter, been in the position he in. Shit, get the money, dog. You feel me? Count the money. Like DMX said off belly, count the fucking money, dog.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, Eddie Hearn said some other stuff too, and I like what he said, but I'm gonna actually make a separate video on that and get into that. So I'm looking to see Eddie Hearn, man, at least try to make some big moves and at least try to make some big fights. He got the money to play with if the money is also for him to make big fights with. Because, we know that they gave him about $1 billion to move his whole company to Dazn exclusively, but we don't know what that deal entails. Is it like Money said? Is it just moving all of your roster, to Dazn, or is it moving your roster to Dazn, making big fights, and going out and shopping for big fighters? Could we see a Terrence Bud Crawford with Dazn? It's a possibility, y'all. They treat Bud real good when he go over there to Dazn. They give him a lot of attention. They talk about him real good when he's on over there, at fights on Dazn. So could that be a possibility? I could see that happening. In the future.
Bud like that with the white man.
Yeah, Bud move like that, man. And Dazn, being over on Dazn, that's just right up his alley with the type of competition that he like to fight.
He'll be on the UK fighters.
That's right up his alley, dog. That shit. Dazn probably starting to look more juicier and juicier to Bud.
And they gonna fight Ted Cheese, and Ted Cheese is gonna be a Hall of Fame fighter.
Straight up. Hey, I'm telling you, dog. Don't be surprised if Bud Crawford go over there and fuck with Eddie Hearn.
He just beat Ted Cheeseman. What y'all talking about? Carl Porter.
You ain't Ted Cheeseman been in knockdown, drag out battles. Ted Cheeseman beat Liam.
He wasn't supposed to win his last fight. That boy tough.
Oh shit. Yes, sir. And Lori dropped that. She dropped the link in the chat. Y'all go click on that link and go subscribe to the boxing group in Facebook.
Eddie gonna make his push though. That's for damn sure. Like Terrence Crawford be his number one priority, bro.
Oh yeah, Eddie gonna treat him right.
Damn right. He gonna pay him.
Eddie gonna treat him right.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna knock Terrence Crawford. If the money right, shit, do what you gotta do.
Over there, if it's right, And one thing I do gotta say about Eddie will put up some money to make some big fights, dog.
Yeah, he will. He be offering that shit. He be offering the bread. He just doing that shit to come on the zone.
Lori said somebody deleted her link.
How you deleting the link and you got a wrench?
Yeah, hold on, man. Let me check on. Can you check on?
Let me see.
Yeah, check on that for me, money. See what's going on. Hey, YY9302010 say Crawford versus Cheeseman sold out Wembley. Yeah. The Queen Lori in that super chat. Yeah, we checking on that for you right now, Lori. Appreciate you showing support always.
I don't know, drop it again, Lori. I don't know why it's getting. She got a wrench, so I don't know why it's getting. I don't know if it's YouTube or what. But can't nobody delete your message because you wrenched up.
Yeah,
But
the chat ain't even in the link. Huh?
I see it. It's a good Wawa. I can't. I don't think you let me go back that far. Let me see what Wawa said.
Yeah, drop the link again. Omega Red. What's happening with you, big Omega? Omega said Google. He said Google. Omega said Google is doing it.
Yeah, because
write the name of the Facebook group. Just write the name.
Oh, they probably stop the links nowadays.
That's crazy, man. YouTube be on some bullshit, dog.
Real.
Write the name of the your Facebook group so everybody could get the right name. Loyalty, promotions? Hold on, I'll put it in boxing on Facebook. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, so I put so y'all, if y'all not a part of the group, make sure that y'all go to Facebook and add yourself to the group, Loyalty, Promotion, and Boxing. Now, dog, yeah, that's funny, but yeah, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Bud Crawford did go with over there with Eddie. You know what I'm saying? They be treating him good over there on Dazn, and he already got an ego, man. He liked that shit. You did? He liked that. Yes, sir. And what y'all thinking? My last thing I want to touch on real quick, man, before we get up out of here. Yeah, and salute to Clarence McClain. Yeah, y'all smash that like button. My last thing I want to touch on.
Don't say message deleted by the Google moderator. You can't do it no more, Lord.
That's what it says.
Message deleted by the Google moderator.
Oh yeah, it is Google that's deleting that, Lori. Wow,
man, these folks just cracking down on all type of shit now.
They wild, dog. But man, one thing I want to talk about before I get up out of here real quick, I want to touch on, man, because Oscar De La Hoya is coming back in July, right? It's in July. I think it's like July the 9th or something. Oscar De La Hoya is making his comeback, right? He still ain't announced who he gonna fight. He said that he only wants to fight the best, right? But the man is clearly on cocaine. He clearly on cocaine, money. The man was hired. Man, the man was high as a motherfucking kite. You know what I'm saying?
On Charlo.
Yeah, dog. He was commentating on Triller this Saturday night. Oscar De La Hoya was clearly higher than Richard Pryor, nigga, in 1988. You know what I'm saying?
Richard Pryor when he set himself on fire.
He was higher than Richard Pryor when he set himself on fire. You know what I'm saying? The man was, he was turned all the way up, gassed all the way up on that nose candy. You dig what I'm saying?
I started to go back and watch that shit.
Oh, he was turned all the way up on that nose candy. Oh, dude was high as a kite. They put the camera on him a couple times. He was sniffing and shit, doing all of that. And I'm talking about he high in the motherfucker, right? And my thing is at the same time, he coming back to fight. So with that being said, how does this turn out for Oscar De La Hoya? If he gets in there and fights, somebody that's credible.
Yeah, Chilla ain't testing him.
Hey, Clarence McClain said Eddie Kane Jr. You think you can riff you can't riff like me? Oh, hey, for real, he's higher than Eddie Kane. So what you think, man? You think this is gonna turn out good? The man on cocaine and everything.
I went on this Instagram looking at him training and shit. Eddie moving like a motherfucker. Oscar moving like a motherfucker and running fast in the bitch. I'm like, are you coked up right now, Negro? That boy, he moving, bro, like moving. Like, I said, this boy feeling good in that ring, boy. Hey. Oscar to make that comeback, but look, man, he's saying Tyson doing like he said. Tyson and motivated him. Dan motivated all the goddamn legends to want to come back and get back in the ring. I mean, you got Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hitman Hearn. Tommy got halfway Parkinson's disease, can halfway talk. He talking about getting back in the ring. Like, I don't know what the fuck Tyson is fucked up.
Hey, you
Tyson trying to
fucked
bring
up
back,
for that, dog.
Tyson trying to bring back all the legends and shit. Like, like, god damn. They seen Tyson make 20 mil. They all think they can do it, bro. So we'll see, man. We'll see how big Oscar fan base standing behind him. I think Oscar want to fight Canelo. Oscar want he don't think he can win. I just think he want to punch Canelo on this shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. You whoop my ass, but I put my hands on your little punk ass. You know what I mean? So right. I really do think Oscar want Canelo, bro. I think you want to get paid back from Canelo leaving him. They turned his back on him. They still send him. I mean, he still got a little not no dealings with him, but they still run into each other every now and then, fucking around with Ryan Garcia and shit like that by training with him. Canelo coming to the fights. I know Canelo talking shit to Ryan Garcia, telling him about Oscar and shit. So I think Oscar want to get Canelo in the ring. Well, that's how I feel. But him coming back for us fighting somebody in the ring, listen, man, I ain't gonna knock him. Shit, if he can do it, come on back and do it. But I do agree, man. I think Oscar was coked up, like for real. I had to go back and watch that shit because I had to know he
was coked out.
I was like, look at Oscar, bro, how he talking and shit. So I'm like, this nigga's words. I'm like, oh shit, Oscar, dog.
Hey man, they need to make a meme out of this money. When you wait for the main event after you just hit a line of cocaine. Hold on. Watch.
Look at him, and he moving, bro. Look at him fast in the moment. Look at nigga moving faster than he was when he was younger. Look at him,
right
bro.
after you hit that line of cocaine, you wait for the main event to come on.
Yeah. Look at him. He think he looking good too in the ring. Feeling good. Jab on point. Feel 30 years younger in that motherfucker.
Hey, man.
That coke work off his ass. He gonna be tired.
Hey, man, I hope that cocaine don't wear off his heart blow up in that ring, man. Hey, oh shit. His heart gonna be racing fast as hell when he hop in the ring.
Yeah, bro.
Oscar, man, that was probably the highlight of the night, dog. That whole trilogy event, that was the highlight of the night, right? Oscar, man, going on the coke rampage. Look at this shit, y'all. This what I want to. I was about to post this yesterday, man. Look at this shit, dog. I want y'all to see this shit right here. This ridiculous ass shit right here. Look at this money.
Oh, that motherfucker there, boy.
This motherfucker was holding his little people.
And he's still holding his nuts.
Hey, he's holding his little nuts, dog, all the way through the motherfucking, on the stretcher, all the way to the dressing room and shit.
Look how he got his legs clenched together, bro. Look, it just hurt that bad.
Hey,
if your nuts hurt that bad, your legs ain't clenched together like that, nigga.
Look, hey, your nuts hurt, but your legs is clenched all the way together.
For real.
Look at this shit,
that
dog.
Nigga there, boy.
Dog. I seen that shit, man.
He played that shit out better than Andre the Real, dog.
Hey, soon as they got through the curtain and shit, he popped up.
Yeah.
It hopped up off that stretcher real fast.
Right, yeah. Niggas like that. I think I take to the hospital. Yeah. Motherfucker, wait till you get in the ambulance. Oh, you know what? My legs that came back. I feel normal looking there.
That motherfucker, he need to get a reward for that shit, dog. He need to be a stunt devil. The way he acted and sold that shit, he need to be a stunt devil.
That's why they overturned that shit, gave the dude the win. They know that wasn't no goddamn nut shot.
Hey,
fuck you get nuts on the side of your rib cage. When the nigga, what did you, an alien around this
back of the ribs, dog. He got hit in the back of the ribs and held his nuts all the way through the curtains and shit.
All the way through the curtains, bro. Beating on the ground and shit. First when it did, he got the beating on the ground. I'm like, okay, so if your nuts hurt, you ain't beating on the ground like that.
Yeah, if your nuts is hurting, dog, you are not beating the ground.
Yeah.
You holding your nuts, bro. I didn't got hit in the nuts before like that, dog. And the last thing you doing is beating on the ground.
Exactly, bro.
He played that shit off real good because he couldn't breathe because, when you get hit in that spot in the kidneys, it take everything away from you. So he couldn't breathe, but he played it off so good, he knew to still hold his nuts.
Motherfucker.
Hey, you know he wanted to grab his side. That's why he need an award for that shit. Because you know it took him everything in his power not to grab the side of his motherfucking ribs. It took him everything in his power not to grab the side of his ribs.
That motherfucker shouldn't get another paycheck in boxing after that shit.
Oh, I'll never want to see him in the ring. I do want to see him in a blockbuster film though, because he can act. That motherfucker, he need to be a stunt devil because he can act his ass off.
Real, bro.
He could act his ass off. He was acting so good, he had Regis confused. Regis was like,
he had to look up at the tape. He had to look up at the camera like,
Regis was, and then even after Regis was talking, he was like, man, I looked at the replay. He was like, and I hit him in his ribs. He was like, yeah, but I don't know, man. I gotta go back and look at the replay again because I thought I hit him in his ribs. Hey, he acted so good. He tricked the man that was involved in it with him. He tricked the man that hit him.
Right, bro. Nigga said, you're a good fucking actor, boy. You're a good actor.
Hey, PLG Scott said if Oscar Hart bust, they gonna make a movie called The Last Blow. Shit. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah. I think that was the two highlights of the night, dog, of that trilogy. That's what made the trilogy. The acting job of Ivan Redcatch and Oscar De La Hoya being high in the motherfucker.
And I'm up here arguing with motherfuckers on the thing because they telling me that. So I'm like, man, he ain't hit me this guy. I'm like, if y'all think that was a nut shot, y'all stood up, but no, that was low. He hit him low, man. He hit him. They stayed somewhere. I'm like, man, ain't no goddamn low, man. I'm like, y'all sit up here and believe that shit if y'all want to. That motherfucker just got hit in his rib and his ass done. That's all it is. That motherfucker get back up, Reggie go clean his ass, go clean his clock. That motherfucker ain't trying to go out like that.
Hey, man, that was the acting job he did, dog.
Man,
how hard you think it was for him not to slip up and grab his ribs?
Boy, he had to put everything into it.
Hey, he had to do, dog. It had to take him.
That's why nigga fell on the side like that. Nigga fell on the side. He wasn't land on his back, or was he? Or was he land on the side in the ring?
It would make it funnier to me because I'm picturing because he already looked funny in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Ivan Redcatch a funny ass looking dude in the first place. Oh man, dog.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you hear him talk, man, that shit funny, man.
He need his ass whooped for that one though, bro, for real. Because like I was saying, nobody picked you to win, right? You made it pass what you need to make it pass. Like, go ahead and finish it out, man. You feel me? Go ahead and finish the shit out. Go out like a damn man. And like I say, he probably would have got him another fight after that because you're going rounds with niggas. You feel me? So,
right.
He going that motherfucking bitch up like that and lay down and take that man, try to take the man win away from him like that. Like, get out here with that bullshit, bro.
They would have used him as a certified gatekeeper.
Hell yeah, bro, because you're going rounds with these motherfuckers.
And salute to Miss Lori. Salute to the Queen Lori, always showing love in the cash apps. Appreciate you, Lori. Salute. Yeah. Some guy said he didn't think of that shit on the. He didn't think of that shit on the spot. He had that shit in his pocket in case he was losing.
Exactly, some guy like that nigga. Nah, he started thinking about that shit. Like he started thinking of a way out. Like them niggas be on the bench, think like for real. Because to me, Andre Darrell did it twice, bro. I don't care what nobody say. He did it in the Super Six.
Andre Darrell alone,
bro, I'm telling you, bro. I ain't letting his ass get away with that shit, bro. Because he pissed me off too. He did it in the Super Six. He did it against Uskatiti too, bro. He got away with that shit twice. Niggas be sitting on that church thinking like, God damn, bro, I need a way out. Niggas start thinking, yeah, okay. He hit me there before. If he hit me again, I'm just gonna go on out and fake this shit out. Like, man, hell nah, dog.
Hey, what would be the name of the movie starring Andre Darrell and Ivan Redcatch? We gotta come up with the name of the movie because both of them can act, but Ivan Redcatch, he got Andre Darrell, dog. He got Andre Darrell by a long shot.
I don't know, bro, because Darrell that went down. He act like he didn't call amnesia and shit. Who called me a bitch, Gary, man? Because I'll finish this shit. And then against Usataki, Jesus, no, he ain't mean to do that. Why you putting the belt around him, Keith? Jesus, no, he ain't mean to do it. You know, it's it. Yeah, now you getting a title.
Hey, the real started fake crying and everything. Hey, when they raised his hand, he was fake crying.
Let me breathe, man. Let me breathe. I ain't want to win like this, man. I ain't want to win like boy. Get your corny ass. You know damn well that way that thing start slowing down on.
He start fake crying and shit.
There you go, T-Dan. Go take the belt off. Take this off, man. Boy, get out of here.
Hey, Lori said Ivan did that shit when he was sparring Tank. Also, he got practice. He coerced this shit and practiced it.
That motherfucker thinking of a way out.
Hey,
thinking of a master plan. Bro.
Hey, oh shit! The night before the fight, he was in the motherfucker in the bubble and shit in his hotel room. Okay, I'm gonna fall like this. Man, how long you think he practiced that shit for? Cause he sold that shit. He sold it good, dog.
Yeah, nigga say shit get too hot in the ring. Go to my go-to move on his ass. You see what he did? Did he bite Danny Garcia?
He bit Danny Garcia, dog.
Real, dog, like that nigga.
Hey man, let me pull up Ivan Redcat because see the reason the shit is even funnier to me is because how he looked. He looked like a motherfucker that'd do some shit. He looked like one of them motherfuckers that'd just bite you out of nowhere and shit.
For real, dog.
Hold on.
Motherfucker love the head, but people.
Look at this nigga. Hey, look at his mouth. Hold on. Let me hold on. Y'all can't tell me Ivan Redcats don't look like one of them kids that would just bite the shit out you. Hold on.
Hell yeah, coach.
Look.
Coach, my instant replay is instant.
Look at this dude, man. Y'all can't tell me this dude don't look like a motherfucker that just bite the shit out you. Oh shit!
Look a little off, don't he?
He look off, dog. That's why I be laughing. He looked like he got slight retardation. And no disrespect for to anybody that got any type of retardation, but he looked like he got a slight retardation. Dude looked like he be biting people and shit. Motherfucking teeth hella big.
Yeah.
That nigga look like he'll bite through metal.
Crazy as hell. Oh, that shit all the way to the locker room.
Oh shit, man. Money, you got any closing words before we get up out of here?
Man, just appreciate everybody for coming through, rocking out, showing love as usual. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to me on Money Brown TV. Go follow me on Instagram at Money_the writer. We dropping videos daily, man. We'll keep trying to. I started to hit you up too to get on your damn live last night, but I had to do some little shit for the homework.
I got it set up for you already, so
yeah, I might want to go on that bitch tonight because I'm gonna drop this video, but I want to talk about some shit about these motherfucking, these Keith Thurman disloyal fans that turned into Bud bandwagons and shit.
Right.
So I want to get on their ass, but I appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. Continue to show love to my bro Key. Hit that like button. Make sure y'all go follow Lori at Loyalty Promotion and Boxing. Make sure y'all go show love to my brother Knockout Boxing 86. Subscribe to his channel. He's doing good work over there. Y'all know we'll keep pushing out this good content, man. Shouts out to Coach. You know, it's always love, Coach. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, fam.
Yes, sir. And y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure, once again, go subscribe to Loyalty Boxing and Promotion on Facebook. If you want to be able to dialogue with boxers and just be in an all-around great Facebook group that don't be pulling no shit and kicking you out the group for no reason, go over to Loyalty Promotion and Boxing. The Jab Jamboree, what's happening with it? He coming at the very end of the show.
What's going down? Cassandra's going down. Shayna's going down, beautiful queen.
And salute to everybody that came in and showed support. Everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody in here. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And we out.
They're senior in no department. Speed. Power.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Want all the smoke like EJ. Fuck a troll, what he say. I bomb a nigga like Wilder, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like Ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like Kell Brook and Tim Tebow. Since the time that Lester been black and eyes like Debo. Like Debo? And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil spins, might meditate. Gon' watch me, you gon' steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8. 7-8. And I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I fuck around, not wear my crown. Fuck around, not wear my crown. Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again. Real talk like fight fan.